Today we're going to cover Day 2 of Ancient China and Ancient Japan vocabulary. We're going to start today's lesson with Ancient China vocab that we did not complete yesterday, and we're going to wrap up today's lesson with Ancient Japan vocab as well. So let's begin with loess. Loess is yellow silt blown from the deserts into the Yellow River. What happens with loess is over 100,000 years, loess is picked up out of the desert with the winds and carried across China and dropped into the Yellow River. Over 100,000 years, this loess has not moved out of the Yellow River. That's why today, when you look at the Yellow River, it is that yellow/orange color that you recognize it with. It looks almost like a mud-like, but it is this loess that has settled in the Yellow River over 100,000 years. Let's move on to assimilation. Assimilation is the adoption of a conqueror's culture by a conquered people. This could mean anything from traditions, to holidays, to clothing, to any other aspect of culture. The example that I like using for assimilation. Let's say Raleigh has conquered Clayton. Okay, they go to war with each other and Raleigh has conquered Clayton. Well, before the war happened, Clayton wore shorts and flip-flops year-round. Well, Raleigh just didn't do it. Raleigh wore jeans and Nike tennis shoes year-round. All people wore jeans and Nike tennis shoes year-round. So, what assimilation basically says is after Clayton has been conquered by Raleigh, then assimilation basically says that Clayton people have to now switch from flip-flops and shorts to jeans and Nike tennis shoes year-round. Now, like I said, it's not just wardrobe and dress code. It is also holidays, traditions, and other aspects of culture that is included in the assimilation idea. Let's move on to the final Chinese vocab word for today. Movable type. Movable type is blocks of metal or wood, each bearing a single character. A single character can mean a letter of an alphabet, can mean an exclamation point, quotation mark, period, comma. That can be arranged to make up a page for printing. How movable type worked is it was a machine, and there was a piece of wood that had each character on it. You would put, let's say you're trying to spell the word cat. You would put C down, press it down, it would go on the paper. You have A, press it down, go on the paper. T, press it down, put it on the paper. You have to do each letter or each character. Now, movable type is the first version of what we now see as a computer, typewriter, printer, any form of technology that is very similar to this. It can get its earliest form was movable type. This is the Chinese vocab. Now let's move on to the Japanese vocab for today. Shinto. Shinto is a religion of Japan. It is based primarily on the respect for the forces of nature and the worships of the ancestors. Let's go on to Bushido. Bushido is a samurai code of behavior. Now the next Bushido, Shogun, Daimyo, Samurai, we're going to spend a day on all of these combined. So, all four of these we're going to spend one day on. So, don't think I'm just scraping the border. We are going to spend an entire day on these. So, what is Shogun? Shogun is the supreme general of the emperor's army in Japan. Daimyo is the feudal lord who owned and controlled the lands. And Samurai is the loyal bodyguard who protected the feudal lord, who protected Daimyo. Okay, like I said, we're going to go over Bushido, Shogun, Daimyo, and Samurai on one day, a little bit later on in our unit. Today we have discussed loess, assimilation, movable type, Shinto, Bushido, Shogun, Daimyo, and Samurai. This is Ancient China and Ancient Japan vocab number 2 lesson for today.